welcome back to the channel. Smash the like button. Let me know where you're from. It's your boy Hood. We at HoodFilms. You see the logo right there. This is our new shirt. It's in the comments section. You can grab one of these. It's tagged. All sizes, a few colors. This is our new brand. I appreciate you guys showing love. But what we're doing is, this is the brand, and it's doing big stuff over here. I'll be pulling my shirt out more for this session because I want y'all to know about it. When you come in here, it's the first thing I got to tell y'all about is the shirt. But let's check the rest of the stuff, because we got to check the audio. We got to check all the elements of, wait, what the hell going on? I don't see my little piece. Where you at, baby? There. Huh? Wait, I'm not live? What the fuck is going on? I should have my ass live. What the fuck is going on, bitch? Because I'm live. There she go. All right, cool. Oh, it's still unlisted? What the fuck? I just told it to go fucking public. Like, you got to double check this shit and go back around and shit. It's like, what the fuck is it doing? Oh, okay, I think I hit the wrong one. That's what that was. It wouldn't show my regular one that I'm actually working on. But you got to do all this stuff. That's what I was saying before we get going. You got to go in here and do all this stuff. It's YouTube, so it's not like set up perfectly. So now finally it's coming in. You know what I mean? All right, there it is. So it helped me with that. And we're just doing all our little stuff that we got to do before we get started. Show your support for HoodFilms. We got super stickers, super chats, and all this good stuff that y'all can show love with over here. If you want to help us out with the brand, we appreciate y'all coming over here. Let me know where y'all from too, because we definitely support everybody that come and check out our stuff, and we'll support your stuff as well. I'm gonna do a poll real quick. We had a lot of votes yesterday. Go to the president. That's really the same questions almost, but it really wasn't the same question because it wasn't Boosie. All right, and let me do another spell check on everything. Do you think Boosie should go to prison? And let the poll start, because we want to know what the people think. Because again, when we're doing these kind of podcasts, we give a chance to the people to let us know, like, what you think, what's going on. And I got a goal right here. I got to do a lot of little setups. We're going to do some super chat goals, and hope that you guys can support us. Q. And where's the and button? And A. Okay. All right, let's put that up there too. And then we're gonna get right up into the Boosie situation, because there's a lot of little content to check out and check into about his scenario. Hit the like button, show love. I appreciate y'all checking us out. So we got the YouTube membership. Like I said, there's a few things I have to do to set up before we get into the next element of the gigs. I'm gonna put that on high frequency. What? Well, third-party tool. I don't even use third-party tools right now. Well, this all Amazon. This all they shit, but whatever. This is some new stuff I never seen over there before, but I just got to hit this one button. So I want to make sure I got my membership stuff in there for everybody. If you want to show up and support us on the membership, it's sort of like Patreon, but it's all through YouTube. So you can become a YouTube member, and then we give you the videos ahead of time. You get all the stuff, behind the scenes stuff. You get to talk with us directly. You get to set up the stuff with us. And as we create the content, we'll put it out directly to our viewers on Patreon, or the viewers in the membership. And then before it goes live. And then we can have a powwow, talk about it, or whatever we want to do. Because it's like ways to communicate to your audience today. And I do long podcasts. Like I be up here damn near an hour sometimes. So we have a lot of shit to cover, you know what I'm saying? It's like a deep dive. We doing like a case study. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily a fast boom, 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 and we out. So I'm cool with that too, because it's just, you know, we branding and shit, so we want to build audience members and making people know that you can come here and trust our message and everything like that. It's Black Outrage number 38, and we hollering at Boosie, his scenario that he found himself in. And I just want to add this to the actual chat real quick and pin that joint. So now you can hit the YouTube membership if you want to support us like that. Become a member. We got a few tiers. Either tier you go in, you're going to always be showed love to from what we got going on. Man, the votes is coming in already. God damn. Whoa. The votes is coming in already. Crazy. Hey, I appreciate the votes too, y'all. Don't think we don't love these votes. Thank you for voting. Thank you for voting. I appreciate that. Just outside. Why people ignore the BCS in Alaskan? He said the B ignored me because I'm Alaskan. How do you get some girls out there? I don't know what the fuck he talking about. Oh, I'm black and I'm outraged. Now we got mad support from my boy Stoner Trap. He shows so much love, man. And me and Stoner is bros. The bros show so much love. I'm so grateful for his support to us and doing the things he do. I'm just thankful to have him as a young bro, a little bro. He actually helped me get in the music industry because he does music. If you want to know the young guy right there, Steve Stoner. He does music and he supported us and he showed me how to do music, which I also make music now. So I'm so grateful for that. You go and see it on my other channel. It's called Yusef 2 Times, and you'll like that music that we made. And shout out to Stoner, Steve Stoner. Matter of fact, go mess with his music because he is the best music. He inspired me to make music. The guy who named you see it right there, Steve Stoner, he actually has a mixtape called Revolutionary Stoner, and I'm a real fan of it. It's like 3 or 4 levels to it, so it's a lot. It's a lot of music. It's great. You're gonna love it. You can listen to it. I was driving out of town. I was bumping it every single day, every second I was gone, and I'm just really super proud. And it's a good music. He's really good at this. He said he's been doing it for 15 years, so he's really good at the music. And he was able to teach me and show me how to do music and not take it any kind of funny way. He just didn't mind showing me. So I'm always a supporter of people that do that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure I leave a message to the bro right there, you know what I'm saying? Because that was definitely a good move. And y'all could definitely hit us up in the super chat as well. Send what you can. Show love. I'm grateful for anybody and everybody's support, you know what I'm saying? We're just trying to build out the brand and keep everything going over here the best way we can. You know, it's not always easy, but we're going to keep the message going. So I'm going to try to get right into it with the Boosie scenario. I'm going to check my audio, though. I got to check my audio. All right, my audio game. You know, you have to do a lot of checking and things like that when you're doing these live streams because anything can happen and go wrong. Keep the votes coming in. Look like we got a lot of votes coming in, and it's literally one direction. It's one direction with the votes. All these votes coming in, and it's one direction. It's like everybody fuck with Boosie, and I see that right now. But let's get into the conversation because there's a lot of people talking about it. We're going to let them talk, and then we're going to break down the conversations. Where we at with it? I'm going to go to this guy right here. This is Boss Talk. He is a person who I listen to online a lot of times, and then he got this particular take on it. So let's get what he got to say.
Now that he's been out steadily doing shows, getting 250, getting 300,000, stacking his money. And he went to the feds and he pled to the gun charge for the low term of 24 months.
No, G, ain't nobody. What you say he done pled for 24 months. First of all, I ain't seen that nowhere. And I mean, I don't know if he's been on a dark web or what, but let me just say this. If 24.
I don't know dark nothing. He pled to 24. Do you think that man would have? I'm tired. That's all game. He gonna do that. He got 24 months. He may go in and do a year or 9 months and go to the halfway house. So, and he's going. I think he's going to. Damn, did they say he was going to?
So that's crazy. Let's see what facility he's going to. So they say he might be locked up in a spot in North Carolina.
Listen, I can't deal with OG.
It's crazy, man. But the guy who you hear talking on Boss Talk, he's talking to this older guy right here in the corner. You can't really see him well, but his name is Ayatollah. And he's from California, this guy right here from LA. And that's where Boosie got locked up in. He got locked up in San Diego. He had a gun at a party. And that's the guy here, OG Pyru. And he was talking about what to expect, what Boosie have to expect going to a jail, going to a prison, going to get locked up the way he's going to get locked up. And it's really fucked up for him. You know, you have to be moving a little bit smarter, have a little bit more intellect when you're in the streets. And the streets are very unforgiving. So if you put yourself in a trick bag, ain't nobody going to be able to pull you up out that motherfucker. And it's kind of like that scenario going on with him. It's like, damn, you put what's wrong with you, Boosie? But you know, it's trying to have that street credibility and still straight gangster when you really ain't like that. You really soft as hell, regular ass person type nigga. You don't need to be doing no shit that's gonna get you popped off, though. But putting on my HoodFilms hat. like these hats. I try to switch up my hats and shit. You know what I'm saying? See the logo, Hood Films, Hood Films. And then we got the t-shirt right here. I always want to show y'all my t-shirt because this is hard work. Trying to get this t-shirt together so you guys could be able to support us. We got different colors. We got black Outrage t-shirts. And they are very extremely great quality if you can look at it. Actually, when you print these boys are going to print good and they're never going to fade. Like that's one of the key points about this stuff. It's never going to fade. It stays around. You know what I mean? And it's good stuff. It's a quality. It's Hood Films official shirts. So if you get a chance during the playback, or if you get a chance today, make sure you grab one and help us out and support us. We appreciate all the love, and we're going to put more stuff in our store, everything like that. Steve O'Stoner said, super dope hat. I want to see that one in the stores. Yeah, this is one of the most original joints, but I could actually design this and put it in the store, but I you know how you make your own design when you create stuff. And that's what I did with that. So hit the like button, share the message, hit us in the super chat, give us a super thanks. Everything that they got on here, get the membership, get the Patreon, all that stuff is in our comment section. Oh my goodness, I forgot to do this other one thing. Like when you be working on this stuff, you be forgetting so much shit, you know what I'm saying, to do. But it's fast, it ain't like hard to do or nothing like that. But you gotta do it, because this is what we do over here. We constantly branding and grinding and making movies and stories. And you can check our movie out. It's on Patreon. It's called Kill a Rapper. That's my movie. I wrote it, directed it, produced it, and that's the name of its title, Kill a Rapper. I wanted to make a title that was going to make people intrigued and want to watch it, or be intrigued by why was a movie be called that. And that's the reason why I named it that, and that's the reason why I wanted you guys to go check it out, because I still believe that the story is really a strong story that we put together for that movie. And then as well as creating, I'm just trying to put this little one element. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. Oh, actually, no, it's in this one. No, we're in a whole different one right now. So just give me a second. Do my, you know what? I know what to do. Let's go to a little commercial break real quick, because I gotta do this little stuff. It's only 1 minute though. It don't take no long time. So we'll be back in 1 minute. Come on, add that to the playlist. Let's go. Black Outrage podcast, baby. And the final step. And we should be back in about 30 seconds. Okay, mission accomplished. Save. All right. We went on here and did a commercial. That way I wouldn't have to keep staring at y'all instead of flipping back to the message. And it's the second message I want to talk about. Wait, what is it? Let's get this out the way. Move, and then pull the other one back up. This is my second message. I'm gonna have to pull that up too, so I know when this commercial is over. Get out of here. What the hell going on? My shit freezing, goddamn. What the fuck is happening? Wow. My whole fucking computer froze, guys. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. What is this? Yeah, we got a mad glitch. God damn it, what is happening? What the fuck? It's crazy. I can't even get to none of my pages. I've never experienced this before. Oh, I know. Control Alt Delete. That ought to break through all this shit. I got to get back to my shit. I don't know what the fuck going on. Why it won't move this page. It's like sometimes the computers be weird as fuck, man. Like, what are you doing? I'm trying to get back to the damn podcast now because the motherfucker wouldn't trade the pages. Like, shit. All right, bet. All right, we back. We had a little computer glitches. You go through shit like that when we doing these podcasts like this that's actually off the cuff. You don't really know. You know what I'm saying? So in the comment section, we got Super Dope Hat, Steve O'Stoner. We part of the brand with you. We represent. I appreciate that too, bro. Steve O'Stoner call us Hood Film Hoodlums. I like that. The Hoodlums, right. On my Messenger, they did it all bougie. They was like intern, associate producer, executive producer, founder. But damn, I like that motherfucking Hoodlums. Yeah, you should be thinking of something to name your audience members and whatever, so we can have fun with it and all that. But I like the Hoodlums. You know what I'm saying? Hood is in everything. It's in all of us, no matter where you are or who you are. The hood is in you. All right, so back to the message. Let me move this out the way right here, because this is not where the message is. The message is right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and flip to my other buddy on here, Choke No Joke. Choke No Joke used to work for what's the name of them, Jay-Z and them behind the scenes on the film side. So me being a filmmaker, I'm familiar with this guy. I rock with him. Look at the votes coming in crazy. The poll is rocking. Let's look at that poll real quick one more time, because that damn thing, man, I ain't know y'all gonna be voting like that. Look like we're gonna get more votes than we got yesterday. Look like it. 80%. Jesus Christ. So 80% saying no to jail for Boosie. God damn. That's overwhelming. That's literally overwhelming. But it's still early. It's mad early. So as more people come in and see the vote, they're gonna choose, and we're gonna see, is Boosie supposed to be free, or should he be posted up in the bin? Well, he gonna be posted up in the bin no matter what we think. But that's what they kind of got for him, a situation where he could probably not do that much time. So let's get Choke No Joke conversation. He's been talking about this, and we'll see what he got to say real quick. Let's pop over to the message. That's Choke right there. Let him talk.
If those people, that's the entertainment you're gonna get on Vlad. Boosie going up there talking about how he was in jail on death row and how his niggas and in the streets, and you know, the little niggas got to take the pistol and on like all that's when you still ignorant, right? Now, for the longest, I've been telling Boosie, nigga, stop going on Vlad running your mouth. Like, if you gonna go up there and you gonna promote an album, a project, cool. Nigga, you went up there, you birthed your relationship with T.I., right? Now, I'm the person that know more than anybody, speaking the truth out in the open, telling the truth, educating the masses can cripple your career, right? Because the whole industry is a lie. So if you sit there and you telling everybody all this shit is bullshit, then niggas are skeptical. They don't want to mess with you because you are the truth teller. That's just what it is. So for people like Boosie, and I keep saying, yo, niggas stop going on there running your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
But these niggas is goofies, and they want to fit in with white people so bad. But real white people at the top level that got the downtown condos and the downtown high rises, they wouldn't even fucking talk to them for 5 seconds. So they'll go get a reject, like all these Caucasians that's complete rejects in their culture. Like the nigga who Dame Dash don't like, I forgot his fucking name, Leo Cohen, I think they call him. And then you got the fucking Adam 22 niggas. You got the motherfucking Vlad niggas. And these motherfuckers, you know, what's them other comedian niggas who, I don't know their name, but they be sitting around motherfuckers like Charlemagne and them. They don't see themselves, they don't feel that there's a power in their blackness. They feel that their power has to be determined, or their power has to be told by another person. You're powerful, you're awesome, you're great. And that's how they start feeling strength and start feeling empowered and feeling like they somebody. If their mother told them that they something, if their neighborhood told them that they something, if their church told them that they something, they still don't feel it. It's like, I need a Caucasian. It's basically like white acceptance. It's like you have to have white acceptance. And it don't matter who white person. It could be a handicapped white person. It could be a midget white person. It could be a person that ain't all that smart. Somebody look crazy as hell. As long as you white. That's it. And I used to tell my wife a long time ago, she said, where you going? I said, I'm going downtown. But what the fuck you going downtown for? You ain't got no job. And I used to be like, I'm going to search for a white man. I'm searching for my white boss. I used to call it that. Searching for a white boss. I'm looking for him. I don't know. And she's like, how the fuck you gonna find him? I'm like, what the fuck you mean you're gonna look for a white boss? I'm gonna say it's gonna be a white man that's gonna tell me what to do. Hey, that's gonna be my white boss. Because that's what everybody else white boss is. Somebody tell your ass what to do, pay you some money, and you feel like you better than every black motherfucker breathing. Look at the goddamn foreigners that's from Africa. They don't even have their own nothing. And they work for white people. They look like your ass ain't did shit in this country for 400 years. And they get up all day long till they fucking retire, working for white people, but feeling like, because my boss is white, because my boss has a Caucasian skin color, then that means I'm better than you and every other black motherfucker from Mouse. Could you imagine what the slaves was doing, having plantations? Could you imagine the slaves was walking up on each other like y'all down here at the Johnson plantation? Boy, you should see the Miller plantation. Our shit stretch all the way down to the damn water. You like, what? You think they want some more slaves? Oh, they got all the slaves they need. They don't need no more. What the fuck? Man, I'm stuck at this dumbass plantation. Do you think they was thinking that? Do you think, because it sounds like that's what they was doing. Like, that's what Vlad and the Adam 22s, they can perpetuate that out of the culture. Like, they can tickle that little part of our black youth and black men that'll bring that out of them. They don't, all of a sudden, YouTube is not open and free to everybody. All of a sudden, you can't use your own email to open a channel. Now you have to be working for these white folks. You have to work for them to open a building. You have to gatekeep the other gang members or niggas who they don't come around. It's a sick psychology. And I'm assuming that that's what the slaves was doing. That they was like, fuck that. I'm not finna sit up here and let some white people run the fucking corporation or the plantation, and I'm not gonna be the best goddamn slave that they know. I'm not gonna work my ass off. I'm not finna never sleep. I'm not finna care about who leave or stay. I'm the motherfucking best slave that's gonna be out here. Why do these brothers today have the psychology that they have with the Vlad and the Adam 22s if it wasn't traveled down in the history? Because I can't see it. See, I'm from a place in America called Chicago, which was about 3 blocks from where I live, was Farrakhan building. Literally fucking big ass building. So before I was seeing big ass high rise downtown, I was seeing his fucking building with the big old circle crescent on the top with the star. That was the big building in our neighborhood. And then as you got older, he put the light up there, so now it's lit. It's a big ass thing circling around and shit like that. And you like, damn, what the fuck? My father was like, y'all finna go hit a school. We went there to go to school as kids. So then that's not even it. We, as kids, Jesse Jackson had a whole big ass building down on 43rd Street called Operation Push, I think Rainbow Coalition or some shit he called it. And it was like a name that reverberated for fucking years. And then as I got older, maybe 16, 17, he would be going over there getting hostages out of fucking different countries. And I'm thinking like, this nigga is right on 43rd Street and he getting hostages in other countries who literally come back to America. He over there himself. Like, y'all, you don't let these motherfuckers go. And they walking about that bitch. And this was the nigga who was in Chicago. So this was black people who I was looking up to as a child. Now, we weren't looking up to them. We were looking at them like, man, they lames, man. We was little kids. You know, you listening to rap music. They didn't look like they was rappers. They was above that age bracket. So we just knew they existed. And these was the mentors or the people you could look to find who you are. So if the young black men in the internet is looking towards fucking Boosie, if he looking towards Vlad, if he looking towards Leo Cohen, if he looking towards fucking Adam 22, how the fuck you gonna have any goddamn reference as to who you are? All you want to do is either be white or accepted by white, and we see it. We can tell. Because obviously they got some fucking ice that's better. Maybe they cameras glow. I don't fucking know what the fuck they do. Maybe they give you a massage when you get there. I don't fucking even know. But everybody breaking their fucking neck to go be a part of some white people shit, you might as well just go get you a fucking job. Just go get a fucking job, because white people own all the corporations. So why don't you just go work some fucking where? You know what I'm saying? Even if you want to be a gangbanger, I'm sure they'll hire your ass to gangbang some fucking where. But they have to find a white boss. They're searching for a white boss, and they find it. So it's just a little off-putting to me the way I see it played out. And sometimes I speak on it because I don't understand it. I'm not the smartest motherfucker in the room, but I definitely don't understand how these clowns be wanting to be on their channels. Like, you can't open your own free YouTube channel. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? You the gangbanger. You the person with the actual street experience. But you running up behind these looking weird ass people to try to get with them? Like, I don't even understand. And again, it takes me back to slavery. Maybe that's what was happening, traveling down into the centuries, and that's why white people can continue to dominate. Because there's always some black person that can't wait to be with them. They can't wait to move around them, date them, have sexual access to them, and then that's it. If you can get a bunch of black dudes to do that, what the fuck you need a war for? Why would you have to do something to stop them? They are already mentally locked in, and they're not going to change their minds. They want to be down with you. And that's not going to make you work harder. You ain't have to think about it no more. You just got a whole bunch of clowns running around here trying to be with you. Let me be what Steve O'Stoner saying in his messages real quick. Steve O'Stoner said, hit us up in the chats, y'all. Hit us up. Steve O'Stoner said, plantation conversation was probably insane. And that's exactly my thinking. It's like, because you see how the black boys run it today, and they don't have no brains, no intellect, no intelligence. They just want to be up under a white person. I've despised that shit. And I despised it as a kid. And I didn't give a fuck if I had friends, if you like me or not. I'm who the fuck I am. Don't fucking like me, that's your business. But I don't want to be up under no white man my whole life. I don't want to retire at 92. I don't want to be working some puss-ass company that I don't like. So I would sacrifice all that goofy shit that you can get. Because as my brain kept dissecting it, I said, if you get the car, you got to go fucking pay a white company. So you basically working for a white man to go pay another white man to use the car to get to the white man business. I could probably eschew that for a bit. So what else do you got to do that can keep you out of that midst so you can have your own intellectual conversation inside your own brain? But this is where my brain works. My brain works different. I'm not asking everybody to think like me. This is the way how my brain surfaces and deals with information. So if I'm seeing everybody uncomfortable, unhappy, dying early, saddened, body fucked up, belly bogus, unhealthy, what's all that stupid shit they say? Hypertension, fucking blood sugar, high blood pressure, sugar diabetes, and everybody got the same thing in common. I don't give a fuck who they are. They work for white folks, whether it's 8 a.m., 4 a.m., 9 p.m., midnight shift, whatever the fuck you do, you got the same thing in common with everybody who dying of bogus ass diseases and fucking dying overnight. So why not make a change? Why not be the one who say, I'm gonna step outside of that mix for a minute? You don't have to, but that's just what my brain think. So if I saw everybody getting arrested, indicted, locked up, going through some drama at some goofy ass motherfucker's podcast, I wouldn't give a shit what color he was. That would make me be like, I ain't posted up over there. It's just like if you hear motherfuckers shooting out on the news. Man, they shot up this place over there. You finna get in your car and drive down through there. And if you do, you's a dumb motherfucker. It's just that simple. So it's like nobody's gonna put themselves in trick bags like that. But you know, these Boosie niggas, they do. They can't wait to be a fucking trick bag. Them niggas waiting in line to be a goddamn trick bag. So it's funny to me, but it's what it is. Steve O. Stoner said, bro, if you're white, you benefit from racism, literally. You have no right to speak of black people grievances in the country that oppresses us till this day. And that's some true shit, but Stoner, I don't even think you gotta tell somebody like that. That guy know that shit. He's so comfortable and happy with you engaging with him and talking to him because other black people gonna laugh at that guy and be like, dude, get the fuck away from me. And he know it. See, these things that they absolutely fucking know. The other black people in their culture, in their area, they don't even fucking waste their time with them, talking to them about what the hell racism is. You can look down the street, look at the buildings, look at the store, look at the grass. Nobody got to explain that shit to no damn body. But they want the explanation because they feel like you have to tell them your grievance like a job. Well, what's the problem? Nigga, you can see the shit fell right there. Well, you got to put a grievance paperwork in. It's the same dumb shit. They just push it to a different element. Hit the like button, share the message, hit us up, hit a super chat, get the membership. This the shirt right here. Our new shirt is out right now. It's called HoodFilms. The actual brand. This is me. We created it, put it together. It's hard work goes into this shit. And I appreciate everybody for coming over here, checking us out. RH says, Steve-O, are you white? Steve-O Stoner said, RH must be a suspected white supremacist. Woo! And Steve-O Stoner said, no, thank God bless me with my melanin. I'm FBA, baby boy. All day. RH. What's FBA? But that's funny they didn't say what's FBA because I fuck with RH, so I'm not hating on RH. No, don't do that. I ain't fucking with RH. We talking about the comment section in the comments. But RH said what's FBA? That's funny as a motherfucker. That's Fat Joe homie and shit. Y'all must be running together, you and Fat Joe, the Knock Needed crew. So Steve O. Stoner said, I made no mistakes. Adrian Rose, all facts. She said that. Let me see Adrian Rose. I just moved it a little bit. Adrian Rose said, all facts. These motherfuckers want to be white and a part of what they got going on. And that's so fucking true. And they can get there. There's no problem with it. But we see what happens when they ultimately land at those locations. And you watching Black Outrage, number 38. We're talking about Boosie and his stupidity about going to jail all the time. We got our new shirts out. We got all the stuff in the super chat. You can hit us up. You can donate everything you can do. HoodFilms on Cashapp, Venmo, Zelle, all that shit. The brand is mine. I own it. When you pull it up, you're gonna see me. There's always some goofies trying to be HoodFilms, but you know they can't do that. I got the logo. I got the trademark. It's me. It's mine. So anyway, Steve O. Stoner said, a lineage of 43 million black people that are direct descendants of slaves and freedmen. Yeah, that sure the fuck is. I ain't fucking with RH no more. This nigga just said fulfilled by Amazon. Fuck you, RH. That's funny as hell. This nigga said fulfilled by Amazon. That's funny as hell. He said victim mentality at full strength. It's funny when people call you a victim because they could benefit from white supremacy and you ain't got nothing. So then I would call that, when they call us victim, I'll call them participators. You just a participator, so you don't want nobody else to be upset. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you a great participator, and I fuck with you. Participator. Let's go. And Steve O'Storner said, fulfilled by God, my nigga. Go and ask Kamala Harris why she lost the election. Ooh, jump shot. Let's do that jump shot, because she lost that election from being an evil bitch. Talking about some she ain't gonna do nothing for black people. What? Matter of fact, let's see who win the next election if you ain't gonna do nothing for black people. I can't wait. I can't wait. The Democrats, they about to be handing out reparation checks, collard green bags and shit. You're gonna be walking around, they have you a watermelon, you can just roll that shit to your house. They're gonna make sure that the black people set up this time, because Trump gonna put some forms in that motherfucker and be like the first president in the world to run 3 times, and then white people gonna piss a bitch. Oh my God, it's the end of democracy. So they gonna make sure they fuck with black people this time. Or if they don't, you're gonna have another third president of Obama, of Trump, because we're gonna definitely vote for him. We ain't giving the motherfucking Democrats nothing. They fucked up. You can look at our neighborhoods. They don't deserve shit at all. So ain't no vote for them, no. Steve O'Storner said, you spelled victory mentality wrong. There is no such thing as a white victory mentality. It's only chaos and murder and mayhem. I don't understand how that can be. Well, I guess it could be a victory if that's what you ultimately came to do, is kill, mayhem, rape, and pillage. So I guess that's a victory. Steve O'Storner said, we call out injustice over here, kid. Yeah, I like that, man. See, that's the comment section coming to life. And y'all got to keep commenting. I mean, hit the votes, because we got a gang of votes in right now. Do you think Boosie should go to jail? That's the comment. You can vote right now. Do you think Boosie should go to jail? That's the square. We got a gang of votes in. We're gonna see what they saying. It's all one-dimensional right now. I'm trying to see is people gonna pop in the other direction on Boosie, or it's just gonna stay the way it is. It don't look like they going in the other direction on Boosie. He look like he gonna have to hold that down. So what we're about to do now is I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this other little commentary that we're gonna talk about. But I'm gonna probably take a quick break real quick. I'm gonna give y'all some seconds to think. Only 1 minute. Only 1 minute break. I'm gonna give you some seconds to think about what kind of cash app you're gonna send, what kind of all the stuff to support the brand, so we can keep this thing going. I'm reading the comments. Super chat your boy. Let's get this thing going. We talking Boosie and why he's so damn dumb and want to sit in prison with other men. It's really wicked and different. But let's get to it. 1 minute. We'll be right back. As we proceed. All right, that 1 minute went quick, boy. We back on it again. You know what I'm saying? And we got 71% on the voting saying that Boosie should not go to jail, and that's it. So 100, no, not 100. We got 55 votes in, so that's a nice amount. And that, it's all looking like it's not going to go any other direction. So people really fuck with Boosie. They don't believe he should be going down and sitting there for. He's just got a real big, strong fan base, and that's good to know. You know what I'm saying? That people really fuck with Boosie. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's the smartest nigga in the room. I don't think he's the smartest guy in the room. I think he's actually dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? Because you got money, you got cribs, you got mansions, you got all this shit that you're supposed to be happy with. Most people would be sitting up some fucking where, never going around no street shit, never going around no motherfuckers who tough. If you're a gangster, I heard you, thanks for telling me. But I don't give a fuck about that. I'm over here with my kids, my daughter, my son, my granny. Like, I don't give a fuck about nothing. When do you stop? So that's really the question for people like Boosie. When does it stop? Like, nigga, you straight gonna be gangster and shit till you 55? Like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck you doing? You don't want to be in jail like the motherfucker said. This nigga got health issues and shit, and you trying to go sit your ass down with a bunch of men? Different level dummy. Again, different level dummy. And it brings me back to the slave guys. Like, what is your reason? You know what prison is? You've been in prison? And then you doing felonious behavior? Boy, something fucking wrong with you, man. They don't be wrapped too tight. And I always used to say this. White people give the money to the dummies. White people give the money to the dummies. I'm going to do like Dr. Umar Johnson to say it 3 times. White people give the money to the dummies. So you have to get that super money these niggas trying to get. They already dumb enough to not fuck with black people no more. They already dumb enough to move in some white neighborhood and complain about how the neighbors treating them. They already dumb enough to fucking go get themselves in some crime with some bitches who they chose to be around. They already stupid goofies enough to fucking go get caught up in some domestic violence or drinking episode, and now they locked up in some scenario. Or what arenas where he been a basketball player, Gilbert Arenas so long, he ain't had no moment to be in the street or be a gangster or a tough guy. So now anytime somebody walk up with him with a story about who they shot or stabbed, now all of a sudden he want to be in the gang with them. So to his demise, oh man, sitting up in prison, I'll snitch. You niggas is next level lames. And these was the slaves I would have had to been running around. Imagine me having to step out front and have a voice and tell all they stupid ass, get around here, motherfucker. This what we doing. Could you imagine Toussaint L'Ouverture talking to everybody in Haiti to get them on board to go and fucking fight against the French? You have to have a certain kind of aptitude and mental stability as a black person. And if you don't have it, people like me on Black Outrage gonna call you out. This is just not about talking about white people antics and what goes on with the white culture. If you a dumb ass nigga, if you a Dan, then I'm gonna speak on it. And Boosie that. He's a fucking idiot. You got a gun in your back pocket and you walk around talking about the judge said, he said wipe me down. He said wipe me down. Nigga, you had a gun. Why didn't you mention that part? What the fuck you talking about? He said wipe me down. Nigga, you walked around with a gun in your back pocket and you a fucking felonious person. You're not using both sides of your brain. And now you want us to care about what the judge said? Like, you that slow? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. And they take advantage of people like him in jail. You got to think about it. You going to jail, you finna be popped off, you finna be sitting down, and they finna put a celebrity in this bitch? A celebrity, this hoe ass nigga. I'm finna take everything you got, I'm finna smack the shit out you if you tell anybody, and this is every day till you go home. And you better send some money to my family while you in this bitch. This is just normal life. This ain't gonna be like they gonna treat you. Like, dude, you was just straight goofy. Hey, come here. Hey, you tell anybody about what's going on right now. So he got a bad situation. The feds ain't no telling who the hell you gonna be in the jail cell with or what the fuck you gonna be. Hey, Rick, I said that's enough with that damn joke, bro. He always come here with this bullshit. I look like Jay. That's funny. The comments always be going crazy, man. Let's get back to the conversation, though, because I could talk to you motherfuckers for hours. And this conversation is about my buddy, Unique Mecca Audio. Now, he did like 26 years in a federal prison. This guy right here. He's from New York, and y'all probably heard of him. Well, you probably never heard of him. But the sound that he created in the hip-hop back in the day when they was young, he was running with rappers and shit like that. But I think that nigga name is, I forgot dude's name that took his music, but he did this shit like, hey, yo, alright, and they keep it going, and they play that shit in the music, but he didn't get no money from it or nothing like that. He just came home free and like, y'all niggas done used my motherfucking slang I used to say at the damn clubs, and everybody got rich off my shit. But you know, the music game is real strong out there. But let's get to this conversation. I'm gonna give you a little background on the nigga before we start listening to him. And the votes going crazy. Goddamn, that many votes sliding through. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Keep voting, keep hitting us up, do some Cashapping. HoodFilms on the Cashapp. This is our shirt right here. It's available. You can go grab one right now. We got colors, we got sizes, we got everything, and we got the super chats, we got the membership. Let's get to it. Breaking
news. Check it out, right? Boosie Badass took a plea for his federal gun charge after a legal roller coaster going back and forth. Remember they saw Boosie with a picture with a gun in his back? You know, in the back of his waist, somebody took a picture of it, put it out there. They seen it, police pulled him over the car. We're going to show you when he gets pulled over in the car so we can show you how not to act when you get pulled over by the authorities. That's what this video is about. Sit back, enjoy the ride, and let's do this, man. All right? Parties, he said,
if I told you I make money.
Yeah, we rocking with it, but we got to do the little pay the bills part. So, you know, I'm going to let Mecca give a little insight on the Boosie situation because, you know, he been in the feds. He did 26 years. You know, I ain't do 26 minutes. So he did 26 years, and then he had to get out of prison. I guess they fight through the paperwork and all that shit, and then he was able to come home. So he know the whole ram of whatever the fuck you got to go through when you in that kind of scenario. So let's get back to it.
That's not what we really want. We aggravated. We feel like, you know, it's racism, they pressure us. We feel all these different anxieties and all these traumas come back when we see the police lights behind us. But that don't mean we disrespect them and tell them, I'm gonna make you charge me. This was the beginning of his battle. Once he said that, it's like, oh, we gotta show this trigger who's in charge. He don't get it. He just don't get it. And even after all this tough guy on the side of the road, wait, they could have killed him, you know, but they let him live, you know. Even with all of that, at the end, to come into the courtroom and plead guilty. And this is not to diss Boosie. Boosie need to speak on this to let the youth know, don't react like I just reacted in that video. Because he escalated this to, you know, to where it's at now. You know, and that's what you have to understand that we ain't trying to do, man. Let's keep this moving.
I'm sorry how I get down when I get locked up. I'm sorry how I get down. I'm gonna make them whoop me. They gonna get a charge.
Did you hear that? I'm gonna make them itches whoop me. They gonna get a charge. And then you go and you plead guilty. See, that's just anger. Listen, man, let's take a ride. Let's take a ride, right? What I'm letting you, what I do, right? I get pulled over on the side of the road like that, right? I take out the guns, I'm handcuffed the whole nine, whatever, right? I'm gonna play the biggest goofy you could find. Oh, excuse me, officer. I didn't mean to do that. You know, you look a little like Bob Hope. You know Bob Hope? You know, and I'm just gonna be the biggest goofy. I'm gonna deserve an Oscar award when it's over.
And see, I'm glad he's talking like that, because when I think about the guys and shit who run with Vlad and all of them, that's what I was thinking. I was like, they just fucking with him so they could come up off of him. He got this podcast, he coming up, niggas is in the hood, niggas fucked up, that he let them around him, so they gonna all catapult and step up and do their own thing. But when the infighting started happening, when they start battling each other, and it's like, this gang can't be here because this gang here, it's like, what the fuck wrong with y'all niggas? I'm gonna make 2 quick points. First point is, I don't know if y'all ever saw them gangland type videos. It'd be like gangland shit. It might be like, yeah, the Crips and they did this kind of crime, or this guys and they did this kind of crime. I said sometimes you'll watch those gangland videos. It'd be like, you know, they're not playing them too much no more, but they would be gangland videos about gangs in different cities, whatever. And I said you'll see those videos, and I was like, then they'll show the white people on the videos. Like, it'd be white guys. They might be some kind of like the skinheads or whatever the fuck they into. And I was like, but when you pay attention to those videos, the black people who be on those videos, they be like, yeah, we had to ride down on King Drive and shoot them niggas. And you might see the Hispanic people, they be like, yeah, we had to ride down on Escanaba Street and shoot them motherfuckers. And then you'll see the white people be on there, the gangbangers, and they be like, yeah, we rolled down on any motherfuckers who ain't white. Black, Jews, gay, whoever the fuck you is, we riding down on them. And I'm saying to myself, damn, that don't seem like gang shit. It seems like they intertwining the skinhead movement with the gangs, but they talking different shit. Like, the gangs is talking about killing each other. Like, I'm finna ride over there where another dude look like me, he dressed like me, and then I'm gonna attack him. And the other Hispanic people saying, yeah, that guy right there, we got a beef, I'm going over there and fuck him up. But then when you talk about the white people, they fucking up everybody who ain't white. And it's like not gang shit, but they put it in the same thing. And I'm saying, don't people see that? Like, how can these people ain't gang banging like you? They're not trying to do the same kind of harm to somebody that look like them. So it's not right. It's not the same. So that's the point I'm trying to make. Is like you want to be in some shit, but the people who deciding it, they don't look at that the same. And he talking. I remember that Boosie did this video where he was mad at the cops pulling him over. He moved from New Orleans to Atlanta, and he kept getting pulled over. So he was out there snapping this time about the cops pulling him over. He was gonna get locked up, and I don't give a fuck. Y'all gonna have to whoop me today. Just being wild. Just being wild. He in another state. He don't get no fuck. But again, the camera, the video. Now he probably calmed down since that day, changed his mind. He ain't over there. He don't even be back on that block no more where he got pulled over at. And now you got to keep digging at this thought that you said in this video swirling in the world of you saying, you gonna have to kick my ass, you have to beat on me. It's like, dude, they see that shit, man. The prosecutor watched that before they came to court against your ass. You understand what I'm saying? Not to say you can't speak or you can't speak your shit or be loud and rambunctious about your point, but man, you're putting yourself in a trick bag, because that's ultimately what's going to happen to you is you going to jail. See, a lot of people can have a voice and a message and talk any kind of shit they want to say because they not finna get locked up. They ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you going on these motherfuckers like Vlad and these channels that they see people getting locked up for felonious activity, the fuck would you be going there for? So again, it's the slave mentality. I'm not good enough unless somebody white is telling me what to do. I'm not good enough unless somebody white is giving me what to fucking make. You have to acknowledge me, please. Acknowledge me, Caucasian. Acknowledge me, Caucasian. Put that shit in the comment section. Say acknowledge me, because that's all the fuck black people really want. It's some acknowledgement by white people. It don't matter. They could be handicapped. They could be old. They could be short. They don't have to live in your state. As long as they white, acknowledge me. Say something about me. Talk to me. Make me feel like I'm a part of this American structure. If you don't, I'm suicidal. If you don't, I'm sad. If you don't, I'm not a man. If you don't, I'm not living. I'm not alive unless you tell me I'm alive. Unless you give it to me. And I think it's just the indoctrination from school. You was trained to go to school, learn whiteness, watch white girls on TV. Your brain is going to be triggered. Your brain is going to be locked into what you see. So you don't really have your own mindset. You don't even have your own psychology. So if you see white people degrading, disrespecting, hating black people, you're going to emulate that, because ultimately you want to be white. You're not going to take no, like you see, like I showed a video a few days ago. We talked about it, like a Bollywood kind of person. He ran up on a black dude walking down the street, and he got up in the black dude's face real hard. Like, what the fuck you doing here? Are you from around here? I'm gonna call the police on you. And I said to my wife, I said, now, if that was a black dude walking up on that black dude, that nigga would have got straight in defense, and they would have been fighting in the middle of the fucking road. They would have been fighting right there, because he'd have been like, man, who the fuck you disrespecting? Nigga, I don't know you. But the fact that he was an older Arab or older Indian human, a non-black motherfucker, that nigga sat there and talked, and he had his camera filming the emotion, filming the moment. What you talking about? I don't have to show you my ID. I don't have to. I'm like, why you even talking to this motherfucker? He's a stranger. Like, you be having a conversation with a motherfucker you don't even know. Because the white guy walked, the Arab, whatever, he walked from across the street to the black guy. So the guy wasn't in front of his house or nothing. He was just on the other side of the street walking down the block. Got confronted by some Karen type motherfucker. But he turned around and engaged with the guy and had this 20-minute conversation that was dumb to me, because I'm like, why are you explaining yourself to this motherfucker? He ain't your God. He ain't some damn body. He's just a fucking goofy. And you over here explaining yourself out of breath. You know, why don't you just slap the shit out of him? Why don't you just treat him like you would treat a black person that was in front of your face? Why does he get this respect from you that you feel like, I just was so accosted, I can't believe it? Yeah, because you know the police gonna come, lock your dumb ass up, and treat you like a nigga. So you don't want to even do that. You want to just slide away like, ooh, that was a tough one. But then that gives that guy the license to go do that shit again to some other person. He know fucking well he was wrong for that. But our culture is not against other folks. We're just against each other. So I'll be competing with you if you black. I'll be trying to stop you if you black. I'll be trying to gatekeep your shit if you black. But the rest of these motherfuckers, they can do the fuck they want to do. Matter of fact, we're going to go celebrate our good shit at their party. We're going to go celebrate our thing at their event. We're going to go and go on a trip at their place. We're going to go and spend $1,000 because we graduated somewhere at their location. We're not finna build our own shit. We ain't finna barbecue. We ain't finna if we do any of that shit, they're going to come shoot that bitch up. Matter of fact, everybody hate Dr. Umar Johnson for trying to open a school. If that nigga said he was gonna have the last trap house, if Umar Johnson would have said I'm gonna have the last crack house, that nigga would have 1 billion donations. They'd be like, man, the last crack house. It was a bunch of crack houses in my neighborhood. But as soon as you say teaching kids and training them, well, he can't be nothing but a fucking scammer now. You understand what I'm saying? And white people been doing a whole scam for centuries, and don't nobody even fucking say nothing about it. It's just funny. But here's my shirt right here. This is HoodFilms. We got this shirt. Support our brand. I'm not talking all this stuff because I'm talking this stuff because I do research. I do educational conversations. I work on my intellect to make sure I can bring it to you. So to help us continue to do that, make a donation at HoodFilms, at Cashapp, Venmo, all of these platforms that's out there. It's under HoodFilms, whatever you call it. Venmo, I don't know what the fuck they call it. Zelle, that's the other. I keep forgetting Zelle. Goddamn. Go right there. Put HoodFilms in that bitch. Send us some money. Shout us out on Super Tank, Super Chat, all that stuff. And we'll get back to the message really quick. And make sure you're hitting those votes, because in 2 more votes, we got 100. And that's 2 more votes. I'm gonna take a look at what the voting is in 1 minute after we get a little bit more conversation. But that's 100 votes. That's almost like a big conversation that's been happening, and we'll see what they're saying.
I got a better chance of driving away. So do you want to play this role that Boosie badass is playing and go through what he's going through? When he could have just played the goofy. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that I was speeding. Or, we're gonna find out why they pulled him over, and we're gonna go through reacting to that too. But let me play this back just so you understand. I just want you to know, I'm gonna promote that in this. You get pulled over, you be on your best behavior, no matter how ignorant that authority figure may be. Be on your best behavior. Don't feed into it, because you're gonna lose. You're gonna make a big scene like this young man just did, and you're gonna wind up going into court pleading guilty and looking at prison time, or just spending a bag of money and wasting your family time and putting a blotch on your joint. Well, you could have just played the goofy. Yo, I'm Boosie Badass. All that I do is just the image. I'm just a squid. Just let me go. I know I've been to Angola. I know I had a couple of murders and all that. That's nothing. What I mean? That was just the act. Play the biggest goofy, man. Don't think that you're gonna do this. Oh, make them for me. When you talk to them, I'm going out like a gangster. You gotta knock my f*** off, man. And you're gonna be sued like a dog. I'm ready now.
Boosie is.
You already said he ready now.
He put too much shit. He put too much shit out there, sauce on it. You know what I'm saying? So the people, again, you set yourself up where other folks got to make decisions about your life. That's exactly what the fuck they're gonna do. They're gonna make decisions about your life, and they're not gonna do the decisions that you think. They're gonna have you in there praying to God so damn much that you could try to probably get the thing that you need from that group of people who are going to be deciding your life. These are things that you learn as you get older. You know what I'm saying? They start kicking in. Your friends start schooling you, because you start seeing their life and seeing how they come around, and your boys getting out of prison and shit later in life. They can't come up. Their girl gone. Motherfuckers got leave to go to crazy states like Iowa and shit, or Iowa, to try to make it, because in the town they in, they burnt they up. You can't get a job. You can't do shit. You can't even go back to the old hood. You know what I'm saying? So Boosie, to make it out as an artist and be a success story, then why can't you leave guns alone? Why can't you leave the shit alone that get you locked up? It's like he's like that guy Mystical. He reminds me of the scenario of Mystical. Mystical is in the girls. So if he get around a girl, he gonna fuck up. He gonna crash out. He gonna make a mistake. He gonna do something to the female that's gonna make her call the police and get him locked up. And it's the same thing like Boosie. So if he walk out the house, his psychology is, motherfucker trying to kill me, boy. I gotta have that bang on me. I gotta be out here, nigga. I'm stepping tall. Like, that's his psychology. So as soon as he walk out, you could be any popo. You could be any cop. You can, oh shit, there go Boosie, get that nigga. I know he got something on him. That's your job. You get a quota for pulling over goofies and bringing them to the courtroom. You don't give a fuck who it is. It could be a goddamn teacher. If you got some shit in that car, I'm popping your ass. So he can't see that. I'm a big star with a fancy car, and if I drive around this bitch, they're gonna come get me. Why can't you see that? It's like they don't see it. So that's what make me believe they're not the smartest one in the room. Like, these are literal dummies, and white people see how slow they is and be like, here go the money. You gonna get that shit right back to us anyway. So yeah, take this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion, man. I'm gonna let Mecca talk some more, because he is spitting that holler. Let's go.
Was you ready when you took the plea? This ain't the issue. It's just to show these people that no matter how tough we think we are, that's the powers that be. So cussing them out on the side of the road because you're angry, because you got a bag of money, because you're drunk, or whatever reason, is a no-no. Stop it. You follow these people rules, you're not going to have any problem from these people. Just like, people come in your house, they follow your rules, they're not going to have any problem in your house. They act up and you get like Martin, and you throw them the heck out. You know what I mean? Let's go.
He's a body.
And he did 26 years in prison. So this is a motherfucker that's really telling you about getting locked. And he got locked up with drugs. So he was a drug dealer, and he got caught, and then he didn't trick on nobody, and he sat down 26 fucking years. He didn't even see his kid. And then here's the funny thing about my buddy Mecca Audio. When he came home, his son that he couldn't raise had got caught up in the streets. And so now he locked up for like 35, 40 years. So he can't even really go visit him or see his own child because of how the streets took his own kid. He wasn't there to be in his kid's face and talk to him and get him right. So he was locked up. So now the kid got caught up in some shit and he locked up. So now Mecca did 26 years, he free. His son got another 30 to go before they can even sit in the room and talk. Because if you're a felon, you can't even go visit a person in jail if they're a felon. So it's like, this is what the streets ultimately get you. It's not like this motherfucking key to the city party. It's not like all the bad bitches come to your house. You either gonna sit up in jail or you're gonna be dead. And it's a certain point in age bracket that you get to where that shit just stop being the thing. is not the thing no more. That's like you hear old people be like, I can't run, I mess my damn knees up. They done figured it out already. I can't run, so you can run as much as your ass want to, I'm gonna walk. So if they start running and they shit give out on them, you can't pick them up and take them back to the car. You're gonna be like, your ass shouldn't have ran. What the fuck was you told me your knees was fucked up. Well, I was trying to keep up with you. Well, that's what happened. So he trying to keep up with the younger people in the streets, trying to be a black boy, trying to still be considered a street nigga. Look what Jay-Z did with his acumen from being a rapper. He turned that shit into a business hustle. Look at what these other guys did. The baby, the rapper, the executive of Cash Money, from the streets of New Orleans, turned that shit into a multi-billion-dollar hustle. So it's ways to kill. Boosie got the South. He could just open a record label and just ship out millions of fucking artists. But they don't think like that. Why? I don't know. White people give the money to the dummies. So they just be happy that a white person calling them, invite them to something, and it's like, shit, I don't care. Now you're going to be set away, and he just sitting in that motherfucker counting his time. Will the white folks please let me back in? God damn. And then he get back out there, and finally he get me back around them. So I don't think they the smartest, man. They just dumb-ass niggas, man. And that's just how I see it. Let Boss talk a little bit more. Hit the like button, share the message. Yo, we got 113 votes that came in right quick, too. I mean, they running. Y'all, it don't look like the votes going to stop for this conversation. It look like the votes going to keep going. And so at Boosie, and it's high still. Like, it's not low. It's like a large percentage of people think Boosie should not go to jail, man. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with that. I don't think he should go to jail like that because he ain't smart, because he's dumb. You know what I'm saying? He needs to learn a lesson somehow, but probably not sit in the prison, because they just gonna abuse you and take and hurt you. I mean, I'm not saying abuse you. I'm saying like they're gonna dominate you. Like they're gonna look at you like a feeble bitch and be like, nigga, this what you finna do while you in here, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Like the sheriffs ain't gonna protect you. Like you gotta be out here working out. Like you gotta be doing what the fuck you gotta do so that when you get in that scenario, you could support yourself, because otherwise you're gonna get your ass whooped in them places. And ain't nobody gonna see it. So let's get back to the message. This Boss Talk, listen what he got to say.
Y'all heard OG. I told y'all he's a serious man. But at the end of the day, OG, hypothetically, allegedly, hypothetically, if he goes to, and when he goes to prison for 24 months, will he be able to maintain all of his business, his estate, and all the stuff that he has going right now? He has a new baby that just was born. Will he be able to maintain going through these situations?
And if he can't maintain, if his economics value can't hold up for 24 months, he got the sorriest crew on the planet, and proper preparation prevents poor performance, and Boosie's a better businessman than that.
I get what you're saying, OG, but I'm just gonna be real with you. That this is a lot of pressure to have to deal with after you have been out here hustling. You know, because when he did that first beat, he was a little bit younger. Now are you saying that you said 9 months, OG, on a 24-month, and you giving a lot of he gonna do? Man, he has health issues, OG. It's not a good situation for him to have to go back into.
That's why. From what I understand, the facility is a level 1 facility. He's not going to a place where they got golf courses and putting greens down in North Carolina. It's a nice facility. He know what he's doing. We have a lawyer. He ain't like me and you had to take a photo to pretend. So the man, he couldn't stretch this out 2 or 3 years and kept on rolling. But he said, well, you know, it's time. With the atmosphere was right, and probably you said he just had a baby. I don't know about that, but that's a good time to get away for 2 years.
Oh, gee, that's a good time to get away. Are you serious?
This nigga got a brand new baby, man. Imagine that happening. I didn't know that about him. He got a brand new baby. That baby gonna be 2.5 when you walk home. 1 year and 3 months, and you sitting back like, hey, come here, give me a hug. He looking at you like, who is that? That's your daddy. Give him a hug. You like, baby looking at you like, I don't know who the fuck that is. Who is that? I'm your daddy. Come here, man. And you like, no. Little kid looking at your ass like, no, I don't want to come. And you, look, I said, come here. He gonna come around in a minute. This is what he finna do. Is see, this is the shit you see in movies. You know what I'm saying? When a person come home from jail and they gotta try to reinvent themselves. And then, you know, in a psychological thought, I be saying to myself, do they go directly from court to the rap studio so they can make like as many songs as they can? Because it's almost like, hey, my jail date is that date. I gotta put out all this music so we can keep making money over the time frame of being in jail. Because think about it, you can't tour, you can't sell products, you can't be online to direct things, so you basically sitting in there waiting. It's like a big ass waiting game, which makes people frustrated, which makes people feel like fighting, which makes people get a knife, which makes people want to lash out because you can't control your environment. You stuck in there. Other people decide when you go home, you just got to sit in this bitch, and it's your fault. Every element of it is because of what you did, and you can't even blame nobody. So now if somebody say the wrong thing, you get pissed off, you ready to fight, you ready to get into something, and it's like crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I just guess, you know what I mean? Let's get it. Hey, Sofa King, I don't know if you think I work for you, but I don't, you goofy. Get the fuck off my channel thing, and I gotta answer your question. I'm finna delete your bitch ass. You even playing with me. I don't got no boss, motherfucker. So since you think I do, you go find your ass somewhere else to be. Since you Google it, Google dickhead, because that's what the fuck I think. Don't ever play with me, goofy. Fuck off my channel. Excuse me, everybody. I'm back. I got a white boss like y'all. Should you ever be on my channel talking shit to me, clown? Fuck out of here. Talking about we got to Google some shit. That's what the fuck you got to do. I ain't your parent, bitch. All right, back to the message. And that was my nice response. I wasn't even being angry on that one. Let's go.
To be heading to prison for a very long time. He just beat a life sentence, came home, shook up the music industry, gained more fans than he had before. He's been living a hell of a life. Now it's looking like he about to be headed back to jail for a very long time. Boosie Badass take plea deal in federal gun case. He's tired of fighting, so he just went ahead and gave in, and he wanted to let his fans know that he love y'all. But right now, he about to be going to jail for a long time.
New developments in the gun case against a Louisiana-based rapper who was arrested in San Diego last year. Today, a San Diego judge threw out the felony firearm possession charge against 41-year-old Torrance Boosie Hatch Jr. Hatch, who's been convicted on drug charges in the past, was arrested in Choias View last May during a traffic stop after authorities say they found 2 loaded handguns in his vehicle. His legal team asked a judge to drop the charges, citing a ruling by a California judge in another case that found stripping a non-violent felon of the right to own a gun was unconstitutional. Ultimately, the judge today agreed and granted Hatch's motion to dismiss.
The New Orleans rapper Boosie Badass.
See, that's how blessed he was and didn't understand it, right? Because we run you through this so you understand.
That's fucked up.
Boosie Badass agreed to a federal plea deal in the San Diego gun case after a legal back and forth that included the dismissal and the re-indictment of a dismissed indictment. And that's what they were just talking about. Boosie Badass is throwing in the towel on this long-running federal gun case after back and forth with the courts that started in San Diego last year. So they came to a plea. So I don't know what this dude talking about. He looking at a very long time. That man didn't plea out for no damn long time. When he plead out for something that he felt he could take, because he don't have to take it if he don't want to take it. Now, the Baton Rouge rapper revealed this week that he took a plea deal with the feds, right? This is exactly what he said in his own words, you know? Just accepted a plea from the federal government on my gun case. I thought this case was over. I'm going to get on with my life, and God, don't make no mistakes, you know?
Can you please just...
Woo! We're going back to the commercials. As y'all see, we got a nice little alpaca right there. But look, 124 messages came in as far as the voting is going, and everybody believed that Boosie should not go to jail. I'm just going to check that real quick just to make sure did nothing change, because it looked like everybody going in one direction for Boosie, whereas they're looking at it like he should not be locked up for this stupid-ass crime. But you know how they doing it. They really just going off of what you put yourself in. You put yourself in a trick bag, and they got the whole situation where they could just do what they want to do to you. So God put these people out here a lot of times for us to learn messages. You know what I'm saying? It might even be your family member. Somebody could fall in a ditch or get caught up by water, and you know everything happens, and then you could learn from it. Like, okay, don't be yelling at them damn police because I saw what they did to what's his name. Oh shit, don't go to the lake at this point because fucking water killing people. You know, don't ride down there and shit because they shooting out. It's a lot of shootouts happening. You learning it off of other people's experiences. So in a lot of ways, that's what we learning about from Boosie. Like, you know what? If you still game banging at 42, they gonna find a way to pop your ass off. Because imagine that. You got a gun in your pocket. He didn't have a gun in his hand. He didn't shoot it. He didn't point it. He didn't point it in the sky. He didn't even shoot the gun, period. He literally was in possession of it. And they already understand from their laws that if you have possession, it's illegal. You're a felon. So it's nothing to talk about. And they guaranteeing you 5 years federally off of that. So if he walked off with 2, you actually in a good position because they offering you a 5-piece special. And that's all it is. Across the board, it's federal. Lil Wayne did that shit in New York. He got caught with a gun, 5-piece. What's that boy, Kevin Gates? He got caught in Illinois, 5-piece. It's federal. It's not even, you know, the state could make love and, I mean, not make love, but the state could keep it, but if it's a federal crime because you're a felon. So this stuff should make you think, oh man, I ain't finna, well, hell no, I'm not finna. It's like, it's to me, this is Boosie. Hey, first of all, this is my shirt, HoodFilms. Let me get this, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what Boosie is. We got 127 votes came in. 76% of the people say he should not go to jail. That's a heavy level of conversation, and I appreciate y'all voting like that. We got the YouTube membership. Let me make sure I put the super chat thing back because I don't think that's in there right now. But the poll has been going crazy, and I'm grateful. Oh, but we did get a super chat today. We did get a super chat. Yay! So God is working out with us. He's showing us love because this is hard. It's not easy to actually do this all the time and keep consistently bringing the content where people can sit back and enjoy it. It's not easy, but I do it because it's like, you know, I chose to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I like it. I like talking and, you know what I'm saying, being out there conversational wise. You know, so I do it. But I will say that, you know, we do need support to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, just like you need support. That's why you at your damn job. We need support to do this shit. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, and there it is. So I'll pop that up there. You can send a super chat, show some love, send $1 million, $1 trillion, whatever your bank account look like this week. We're grateful for the support. So, but you know, Boosie just not the smartest dude in the room, and he put himself in a scenario where other folks is gonna decide you going to jail, dude. We ain't nothing to talk about. Like you ain't nobody. Like we could lock you up, and then his money gonna crash. You know, when your family, you the leader, you the guy who's taking care of the family. All that's gonna crash. All that's going down. He's not gonna have nothing left no more. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna look like a sad situation for him because he got the mansion out there, but again, he don't have no other family members making money like that. Like he's the breadwinner. He's the one with all the dollars. So it's like ain't nobody else making this kind of money. So you got to put people. This is another thing we learned. If you're gonna be out here, put other people in play. You know what I'm saying? Don't have the money and be like, I ain't finna get him no damn money. I ain't finna invest in that shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. And put other people in play. Help that person get that salon going. Help that person get that car show thing. Whatever the fuck they got going on, you should help them because you got the money. And if anything work, you sitting back and can benefit off of it. Because now that it didn't work, and you ain't got nobody else with some money and financial reality, nigga, it's all on you. The court costs, the lawyers, the fucking money that's gonna happen when you gotta pay the rent every month. You gotta basically call to the house every day. Y'all paid the mortgage, y'all paid the rent, y'all paid, because you can't get no forms in there to you. You know what I'm saying? Unless they sell the damn property, maybe they can get you to sign some shit. But at the end of the day, you don't have no power. You can't tell nobody nothing in that building. So it's crazy that he put himself in a trick bag like that, but what can you say, man? We tried to work with Boosie, but, you know, as far as being fans, but I don't think he got it all upstairs. I don't think he's the smartest guy in the room. We're going to take a quick break. Give me 1 minute. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Let's go. All right, y'all. We are back. We are back. That minute went quick. That minute went quick. So we rock out with the Hood Film shirt. It's in there. You can tag. I think did I tag this shit? I'll fuck around. I probably didn't even tag my damn shirt. I sure the fuck did. Ain't that some bitch? And products automatically. I thought that shit been here, but this is what it looked like. If you didn't get one, if you didn't see it, you know what I mean? We just try to pin as many as we can. But I do appreciate all the support from everybody. Even if you don't get a chance to buy the stuff today, it's there, it's available. We work hard on this shit just to create it. And then we got to do all the setup to bring it to you. It's work. They make us work at this shit. You know what I mean? They do. On my mama, they do make us work. But we got all the sizes. It's a shop that you can go to pick up the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? And I am grateful for your showing love and supporting us in the brand. You know, again, we doing what we got to do. We working it. We working it, baby. So this is what we do. We promote, we create, and then we talk about the stuff that's going on in the world. I was trying to put different ones up there, but we got. If you go to the shop, you'll see different colors. You'll see different things from the brand that's associated with it, and all that good stuff. So let me get back to the message then. And the votes came in. Where we at the votes now? Woo, them votes going crazy. I don't think I had this many votes before. So I want to thank y'all for making this many votes. That's a lot of damn votes. Y'all was going crazy today talking about this. Boosie got people thinking though. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what's going on with him. You know what I'm saying? He got people really thinking about his situation and talking about it. Like when you get online, it's really a viral story. You know what I'm saying? And so I thought that it was a good story to talk about because it really talks about getting yourself together. And then we have to think about his redemption, coming back, being back to his acclamation of his life the way he wanted to be before he got put up in this, and then putting himself in a trick bag like this is just bad news. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that will see this is going to teach. It's almost like the Shannon Sharp. You know, these guys put themselves in trick bag situations and shit, and then they want sympathy and understanding. But it's like you got the same 24 hours as everybody else. You do not have to put yourself in scenarios like that. But for some reason, you find yourself in scenarios like that. For some reason, I don't know what it is. Let's get to this new guy message. Let's let him talk for a minute. This guy name is the Game Spitter. The Game Spitter. Y'all probably heard of him online. Let's see what he got to say.
And this Boosie, it may not be the exact same situation where you got the blick behind your back and shit like that, but it's gonna be police storm the video shoot. Y'all get pulled over leaving the video shoot, or just get caught with blitz, period, or video shoot, you get popped at the video shoot, shit like that, right? All because your lack of growth as an artist. All because you want to be like somebody else that you ain't, meaning you want to be independent and you don't want to be a major artist or sign to a major label that can take you from them dangerous bags. A dangerous bag gonna be shooting videos in the hood, club appearance, strip clubs, shit like that, like doing features, gotta pull up in the hood.
Every time I
That's fucked up too, because I never really heard that dangerous bag phrase, but that's exactly what that is, you know. And you do that, you have to deal with that shit on your rise up, you know. Like you'll be filming stuff or be at locations where it's not necessarily upstanding. But when you start talking about 100K in the bank, 250K in the bank, a big ass house, you got 4 other houses built on the property that you built the first house on. You got fucking man-made beach, not beaches, but you know, pools and shit that they created on your house. How the fuck you even around niggas? It's almost like the statement of you should be around people that got something to lose. If you got something to lose, then you should be around people that got something to lose. Not motherfuckers that's loose cannons, that's like wild witty, they don't get no fuck, they's whatever. You know what I'm saying? So to him to not even be able to convey those kind of thoughts in his own brain, it showed that they not the smartest one in the room. It showed that they was representing the slaves that probably was kind of not that, they probably was liking it. They probably wanted to continue to be slaves because they felt like it was a benefit from it. And I think that guys like Boosie, they represent that. That's who they are. Those are the guys that when the master be foul and not being somebody who everybody like, he still go fuck with them. He still go rock with them because he'll come tell us, man, oh, y'all need to straighten y'all shit up, man. That motherfucker been take care of, I ain't listen to y'all. You know, he's like that kind of guy. Because why would you want to go sit up in prison and think that the white people gonna have sympathy for you? Like, why would they have sympathy for you? You literally got a gun in your pocket, and you literally a felon. Well, where is the sympathy gonna come from? Like, to me, it's dumb to even want somebody who's oppressed your race and the people who look like you to have a sympathetic feeling for you. Like, you should have the sympathy for yourself. You should be saying, no matter what, I ain't going to jail. No matter what, I'm not finna get locked up. No matter what, I ain't even going to their crib. Who called me for this video shoot? Hell no. Where they want to be at? Nope. But obviously, financially chasing the bag, the dangerous bag, and you put yourself in a trick bag like that. And I think that's a cool ass name for a movie, The Dangerous Bag, because that's exactly what a lot of people have to do to make money. It ain't necessarily crime, drugs, and killing, but if you got to jump in a ditch or some kind of silo or whatever, you know, different moments and different jobs that could kill you. You know what I'm saying? So he just chose rap, and he just chose to be a street nigga till he 40 something. Like, that's not gonna last, bro. You're not gonna be able to carry your personality at 17 to 40 fucking something years old. You're supposed to let some of that shit go at some point. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, then you'll be in the jail acting like you're OG with the rest of these niggas. And that's, who the fuck cares? It's your life.
And you get up, the less you have to deal with that. But if you always got one foot in the streets, your whole team full of street guys are not on the same page as you. They way more dangerous than you. They way more realer than you, far like in the streets. They way more active than you. You still gonna do stuff to impress them or make them happy. So you gonna come back to the hood, whether it's for somebody else or you doing songs with them, or your name gonna get tied around all that bullshit. See, you have an artist like Lil Durk, right? And he'll pull up to Chirac, or he'll pull up wherever and do videos in the hood with his guys. You got that scenario, but it's always gonna be a bigger risk when you gotta pull up to other people's hoods in different cities, and you affordable, and they don't have enough budget to really rent out the spot, so they're gonna do it the cheapest way, because they really, all their budget they got for that video, they giving it to you. So that's what I mean. If a dude got 20 to 30K and he from the streets, or he under a street label, like an independent, but they really just got street money, scamming money, shit like that, maybe some trucking money, man, they just got enough to invest, because it ain't like the average song Boosie do with these local rappers. They take off. So if the artist paying for it or the label, he ain't gonna have enough to really give Boosie 30K to shoot the video, clear the record, and then spend another 50,000, 40,000 to shoot it in a safe spot, or rent out a spot, rent a boat, or do it like that. He ain't gonna do that. He gonna do it the cheapest way. He ain't gonna get no top tier cameraman. They may get some decent cameras, but they're gonna be in the hood, bring everybody out. Just pay attention to all the local videos. Pay attention to a major artist video versus a local. They're pretty much all the same. Either they inside of a house and they 30, 40 deep, or 20 deep, or 10 deep, or they outside on a block. Same setup.
So he's saying that Boosie, his situation was doomed because he's constantly dealing with people that are not necessarily professional at the level they need to be on, so you could be safe as the one that is professional. So he just basically connecting with people because they can give you some money. So I can get $20,000 out of them. I don't care if the song blow up. Give me the money, but you got to go to their block. You could, but obviously you don't know them. You from out of town. You are rich. So your first thought is that I'm gonna get out this car and somebody gonna try to rob me. I'm gonna get out this car, somebody gonna jump in my face. So I gotta be ready. So when you pop out, you like, I got me a pistol. I don't give a fuck what go on. I'm straight. But technically, having a pistol is even worse, because if you shoot it, there's even more time. So you basically, it's a crash out dummy. Like, you got the gun, because the prosecutor is just literally gonna say, why did you need the gun? Oh, I needed the, that's why he didn't want to go to court. I need the gun because I was a rapper and it's a dangerous job and all that. Okay, so why would you go there if you knew that it's a dangerous job and you might possibly have to shoot somebody? Oh, well, I needed the money. We're trying to pay bills and buy this. Okay, well, now that makes that your fault. You're liable because you made a conscious effort and a decision to go around a dangerous situation and you brought your gun. So obviously you was preparing for whatever would come down the pipeline. So luckily he didn't have to shoot nobody this time, but the cops knew he was in town And an idiot gonna always have something for them to go grab. Oh, he got a gun. He got some weed. He got it. Oh, yeah, he can't never be outside just straight. Just walking through this bitch. You know I'm rich. I ain't finna burn myself up and be gone for my family. What kind of dumb shit is that? But he want to show these niggas that he tough like them. Yeah, I've been locked up. So nigga, I'll take the gun. They probably text the damn police like, hey, 911, this motherfucker got a gun. I know he got it on him. You don't know all these damn people. You know, so it would behoove you to think. You know, use the other side of your brain. It's two sides, or more than one side, should I say. Use that side too. Just don't always be thinking from the pretense of, fuck that, I gotta get my ass out here. Man, niggas ain't finna play with me. Niggas ain't finna do shit to me. 42 years old, boy, you too motherfucking old to be. Even, I don't care if you 39, 35. You're too old now. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna fit in with the shorties. You're not gonna jump out the car and everybody gonna make you be the talk of the town no more. You're a fucking damn near 50-year-old nigga, and it's over with. The streets should have an end date. And the end date could be that you survived. You didn't die at 25, you didn't die at 30, you didn't die at 21. Okay, retire. That's it. They retire basketball playing motherfuckers who still be in great condition and shape. Still can't play no damn more. Get your ass off this court. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only 33. Yeah, I don't give a fuck how old you is. You can't play no more. Bye. And that's what it is. You know that's the truth. You know that's the truth. They don't let none of them motherfuckers play their games that long. So how you gonna be an old playboy? How you gonna be an old crip or gangbanger? How you gonna be an old? It's not. You're not. You're gonna get you some Geritol, some Bengay, some shits, and lay your ass down. Your body gonna be cramping. You're gonna be going to sleep early in the afternoon. You're not finna be gangbanging like that. You're not gonna be. You know who your gangsters gonna be? The elderly facility. When you go up to that motherfucker and they treat you wrong, and you pull back up to that bitch and be like, bring Phyllis out here. She played with me. I came in that goddamn waiting room for 30 minutes and she would never call my name. Phyllis, bring that bitch out here. We finna fight out here. That's gonna be your beef. It's not gonna be the damn street people who got guns and blicks and all that shit. That's not gonna be your beef. You're done with that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be mad at the lady at the pharmacy who didn't give you your motherfucking diabetic medicine. You're gonna be in that bitch like, man, fuck, I'm finna bomb this bitch. I put my shit in 3 hours ago and I sit up here half hour. That lady told me she just not putting it in. Oh, hell no, I'm not going out like that. Calm down, don't do nothing bad. Now fuck that. That bitch don't know who I am. That's who you're gonna be beefing with. You're not gonna be beefing with the young dudes who running the street now and then you ran back through there like, who are them niggas? What? They got it now? Nah, fuck that. I want my strip back. Like, that's TV. That's like on movies and shit like that. That's not gonna be your reality. And why would you want that to be your damn reality? So you could be like Boosie, sitting in a damn prison. You got a mansion and it's nice rooms in that bitch, comfortable house, crib. It's the way you want it. It's the things in there that you want it to be in there. And you gonna take your motherfucking ass and go sit up in somebody's prison and be in that jail cell and shit and stinking ass people all around you. It's like, as soon as they'd have brought that gun to me, I'd have been like, shorty, you hold it. I ain't finna hold that. You hold that. I'm all, you know, I'm a felon nigga. I can't have that shit on me. You know, I thought that would have been his brain. What the fuck is going on? Lock. Okay, my shit locked. That's what it was. Yeah, sometimes a little shit fall. What the fuck? Orientation. This shit tweaking on me. Let's go back that direction. Wait, what? Orientation is locked. No, it ain't, nigga. Unlock that shit. Let me just twist it to the side real quick. There it goes back. All right, let's talk some more shit. And we got 137 votes in there. I'm gonna look at it real quick just to make sure we still stayed the direction it was going. And it looks like it stayed in that direction. So I basically, this poll is pretty much done. 137 votes came in, and this dude is not supposed to be in jail. So says the people. So says the people. The people say he should be out here, and they should show him some love. And I agree with that. You know, I don't think it should be going down like that. You know what I'm saying? CC said hi. Bumpy said salute. Major said you need some milk. Eddie said free TK. Everybody got a conversation about something because everybody knows somebody locked up for some shit that they wish they wasn't locked up for. And Boosie gonna be that one that we all know because, you know what I mean, that's the person who we've all can watch his little trajectory and career, and now he gotta go sit down and deal with that scenario. So let me play a little bit more.
But they look just like the rapper. Is your child
man, you see how every time I play this nigga, they play a commercial? This motherfucker ain't played 5 seconds before they put the commercial back on my ass. I'm gonna just get up off his channel because he got them bitches going crazy over there. So, but yeah, man, Mecca Audio probably got a little bit more to say. Let's see what he got to say.
Sunday Fun Day, tap in right now. ASAP.
I know a lot of people watching, and y'all forgot that he got arrested, but yeah, they arrested Boosie back in the day, and now it's finally catching up to him. I'm pretty sure he spent a lot of money on legal fees trying to make this thing go away, but like how he said, he tired of fighting and he ain't trying to do it no more. They did him dirty. They pulled him over. They went through all of his stuff, found the guns. He was at the BET Awards the next day, but it's looking like it wasn't that easy. People was wondering how come he got off so fast. That's because he dropped a bag, and they was expecting him to continue dropping bags, but now it's looking like he's not trying to give up no more money, so he...
Damn. So they saying that basically he was paying his way to stay out, and that's why he's saying it's over with for that. Because think about it, if I go in, I gotta let this money last, the money I got left. So I can't be having y'all pop me and sit me down, and then we out of money, and I ultimately gotta move out my damn mansion. So it's like, again, trick bagging yourself, you know what I'm saying? Going around, and see, it's one scenario, it's one moment, 1 second it had to happen, just 1 minute that it occurred, and then it fucked you up all this future time. Like, that's another thing, it's like a spider web. My father used to say, dealing with the court system is like a spider web. They get you right here, and then when you get loose from that, it's connecting you right there. And you connect it right there, then they connect you on your foot. Then you got you right there, then they connect you on your back. It's like you can't escape it. And that's what he's dealing with. The elongated case count, the case load. Okay, yeah, you come to court in 2027, like, what, 2025? What the fuck would I wait that long to go to court? That's it's packed down here. That's your court date. You done forgot about that shit. You done been out of town 75 times. Then you come back, and next time you think about that shit, it's 4 days after the court date. You like, oh fuck, that's right, I'm supposed to be in court. Warrant on your ass. So it's all a trick bag. It's a game to play, and you're gonna put yourself in it by the crimes you play, that you commit. Now you in it. Okay, got them, arrested them. Now they can play the games with you forevermore. You come to court, you ready. Whew, 90 days continuance. 90 days? Nigga, that's fucking Christmas. What y'all mean? Yeah, 90 days. It's a lot of people here this time. Sorry. That's why you see the rich people going there paying. Like, yeah, I got the lawyer. We're going to pay court costs. We're going to do all this. Because I want to get in this bitch and get it out the way. But if you regular folks like me and you, there ain't no money coming in. We ain't paying for none of that shit. I just got to come to court and sit in this motherfucker. So y'all call my name. Like, I'm not, whatever. If I miss it, then I got to call down there like, how you doing? Yeah, I want to, you know, do something. But, I mean, I don't have no money to throw at y'all and be like, yo, here go 30,000. Let's go get that other lawyer over here, and let's see if we can bring the court case back in. Like, they don't do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? But if you put money in a court system, it'll work for you at some level, at some extent. You know what I'm saying? But not to the extent like him where you're going to get beat a gun case. They hate guns. They hate guns in America. They hate people that got guns in America, especially black people. So if you got pistols and little, you know, automatics and shit like that, that's going to bring attention to you by the people who don't even fucking like you. So again, now you got the gun, which they'll make them think that you can hurt them. Like, oh, if he got a fucking gun, he can just ride down in our damn area and shoot the shit out of us. So the jurisdictions, oh, no guns, get that shit out their hands. You know what I'm saying? So, and it makes sense in their mindset, but it needs to make sense in our mindset. Because if you can ultimately just go sit your ass in jail for it, you should have a lot more outrage of the fact that it can happen to you, that the rules and the rights aren't the same. You know, so why put yourself in a trick bag? You walking with the gun, somebody filmed it, put a photo out, and all of a sudden that you indicted. To me, that's a scenario that was set up ahead of your time. That was already going to play out, and you didn't even know it. You just oblivious to it. You thinking like, I'm a rapper, I'm a singer. I'm just going to come in here and do my job. They paid me this amount of money. I love the fee. It's great. But then you down the line, you got to go deal with the police in jail because the same day, like you didn't even see what happened again. The gun was in my back pocket. It was only in my pocket for like 5 minutes. But in white people's eyes, you're a criminal. You did a crime. So you don't get to tell us no more. We don't give a shit what you thinking. And as far as we concerned, you did a crime. So it's like he got to think, man. He got to use the other side of his brain. Hopefully he will, man, because 2 years, they say he might do 9 months, might do a year and a half. You know, whatever he got going on, that's what he got going on. So we got to let it all play out for him and see what's going to happen. But I'm going to get up off the podcast right now. We did our little time. We got an hour and a half in talking Boosie. Boosie went crazy on his story. We watched other people's conversations too. So we had some leveraging moments to keep talking. So I appreciate y'all coming this far into the thing. Justin King said all these celebrities get set up for the future indictment. Facts. And you could, I believe, you could stop that from happening to yourself. But We really don't know, you know, because you get a certain amount of money, the shit might, you could be the same way as everybody else, and you won't none of this shit you thinking with the whole higher than thou mindset even actually work. You know what I'm saying? Well, the poll came in, we had 144 votes, and it's at 78%, 20, and it never really changed. That's been the same percentage point since it started the podcast. Most people was believing that he should not be in jail, so that's what we going with. Free Boosie. You got Quentin saying free Boosie. So you know they're going to have a big old campaign when he come out of jail. He'd probably be a little older, obviously, at that time. And then what he going to do for music is he going to get back in the game. But then the bigger question is, you going to go back to prison again? Nigga, the way the numbers look like, maybe about 3 to 5 more years, you going back. So we ain't going to probably get too behind you because we know you propone to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? You going to do something. I don't know what the fuck you going to do, but pretty much think you're gonna do something. You know what I'm saying? So we just kind of let it play out, see what you do. But you're gonna have your ass back in jail, man. Some reason you like to be there. Some reason you like to be around elements or things that can trigger you to go there. So that's why I believe Boosie gonna be. I don't think he's gonna get out and be gone forever. I think he's gonna be right back in jail after these 2 years. He's gonna be back. So that's my opinion. You watch Black Outrage 38. Was Boosie gonna go to jail? Y'all send donations, you send super chats, you show love, and I'm super grateful. You made votes. It's been a great day. So we'll hit y'all up. Maybe tonight I'll be doing another show, but tomorrow, I might be doing around 1-ish or 2-ish tomorrow, but I'm probably gonna pop out with a new one. I appreciate y'all again. Have a great day. Much love to you. Go